Hi everybody. So in this video, we're going to look at partial fractions with the binomial expansion. So we'll work through two questions. In example 1, we'll look at an ordinary fraction, and in example 2, we'll look at a mixed number. So in example 1, we've been asked to express this as partial fractions, and then to expand it in ascending powers of x, up to and including the x squared term. So we'll begin by writing this as the sum of two fractions. So this will be a over x plus 2 plus b over x plus 3. And then we need to work out the constants a and b. So we'll multiply both sides by this denominator. And on the left-hand side, we'll see that these two will cancel. And on the right-hand side, the x2 will cancel with this one, and the x3 will cancel with this one. So now we have 7x plus 15 is equal to a times x plus 3 plus b times x plus 2. And now we need to eliminate each of the constants a and b. So if we begin by letting x equal -3, then this term will go, and we can work out b. So if x is -3, we'll get the -21 plus a 15. This a term will go, and we'll get -3 plus 2. And this will give us negative b. So therefore, b will equal 6. And then if we let x equal -2, this will cancel out the b term. We'll get -14 plus a 15. And on the right-hand side, we'll get -2 plus a 3. So we can see that a will equal 1. And then we can substitute the values of a and b into our partial fractions. Okay, so that's part A. For part B, now we need to use the binomial expansion for each of these fractions. Work this one out in green and the second one in purple. So we'll begin by finding the expansion of this green fraction, which means we need to move this denominator to the top so we can write it as a power. So we'll get 2 plus x to a power of -1. And from the expansion formula, you can see we need a constant of 1, but we have a constant of 2. So we need to factor this 2 out. This will give us 2 multiplied by 1 plus x over 2. Can you see that when we expand this out, we get 2 times 1 will give us a 2, and the 2 times a half x will give us the 1x term. Now we need to multiply out this power of -1. So we'll get 1/2 multiplied by 1 plus x over 2 to a power of -1. And then we can expand this out using our formula. So we'll have 1/2 multiplied by the 1 plus the n term, which is this -1, multiplied by the x term, which is the x over 2. And then for our x squared term, we'll have n multiplied by n minus 1, multiplied by the x term squared, divided by 2 factorial. And then we can tidy up each of these fractions and we'll expand out the half. So we'll have 1/2. We'll multiply this -1/2 by this half, and we'll get -1/4. And then you can see this +2 will cancel with this 2. The x over 2 squared will give us x over 4. And when you multiply this out with a half, we'll get positive x squared over 8. So that's the expansion for our first fraction. If we look at our second fraction, we'll bring this denominator to the top. So we've got 6 multiplied by 3 plus x to the -1. We need to factor out this 3. So we have the 1 term. And then we'll multiply out this -1 power. And when you multiply the 6 by the 1/3, we'll get 2. So we'll have two lots of 1 plus x over 3 to the negative 1. And then we can expand this out using the expansion here. 2 multiplied by the 1 plus the n term times the x term of x over 3 plus n minus 1 multiplied by the x term squared over 2. We can tidy up each of these fractions and multiply out the 2. The negative 1/3 times the 2 will give us negative 2/3 x. Again, this positive 2 will cancel with this one, so we'll get x squared over 9, which will multiply by 2, and we'll get 2 over 9 x squared. And this is the expansion for our purple fraction. So now we just need to add these two together. So we've got the constants, a half add for 2, will give us 5 over 2. We'll collect the x terms, so negative 1/4 minus 2/3. Will give us negative 11 over 12 times x. And then we'll collect the x squared terms, so 1/8 plus 2/9, and we'll get 25 over 72 x squared. Okay, so this is the expansion for f over x. For question C, state the range of values for which the expansion is valid. Well, we know the modulus of each x term must be less than 1. So for our green fraction, the modulus of the x over 2 term must be less than 1. So a modulus of x must be less than 2. And then for our purple fraction, the modulus of x over 3 must be less than 1. So a modulus of x must be less than 3. And we need the range of values which is valid for both. So our expansion is valid when the modulus of x must be less than 2. Anything bigger than 2 might be valid for this one, but it wouldn't be valid for our green fraction. Okay? And in example 2, we're going to look at the binomial expansion with partial fractions for a mixed number. So for example 2, we've been given this mixed number. We know it's a mixed number because the highest power in our numerator is equal to the highest power in our denominator. So we'll have a constant term, and then we'll have the two partial fractions. So the way we find a, b, and c is the same. We multiply both sides by the x minus 1 and the x plus 2. So on the left-hand side, these two will cancel, and then on the right-hand side, we'll have a multiplied by the x minus 1 and the x plus 2. These x minus 1s will cancel, and for our c term, these x plus 2s will cancel. So now to work out the values of a, b, and c, we can eliminate these two brackets. If we begin by letting x equal the negative 2, then we'll get negative 12 on this left-hand side. The a term will go, and the b term will go, and then we'll have c multiplied by the negative 3. So therefore, c must equal 4. And we can eliminate the x minus 1 term if we let x equal positive 1. We'll get the left-hand side to be negative 3. This a term will become 0, so will the c term, and our b term will become positive 3b. So therefore, b will equal negative 1. And then to work out the a term, we can let x equal 0. Then our left-hand side will become negative 10. We'll have negative 1 times positive 2, so negative 2a. We'll have 2b, and we know that b is negative 1. So this will give us negative 2. And we'll have negative c, and we know c is 4. So this will give us negative 4. So therefore, a will equal positive 2. And then we can substitute each of these values for a, b, and c back into our mixed number here. For part b, we can expand this using a binomial expansion for each of these two fractions. We'll do this one in purple and this one in green. So perhaps you want to try and work out the expansion for each of these two fractions yourself. You can pause the video, and when you come back, you can compare your working with mine. So if we begin with -1 over x minus 1, then we need to bring this denominator to the top. So therefore we get negative x minus 1 to the -1. And then we can multiply out this negative. So therefore we get 1 minus x to the -1. So we know the n term will be the -1 and x will map on to -x. So our expansion will be 1 plus the n term multiplied by the -x. For the x squared, we'll have n times n minus 1 times the x term squared over 2 factorial. We'll tidy up each of these and we'll get 1 plus x. These positive 2 will cancel with this one. So we'll get positive x squared. Okay? And then for this fraction, we'll bring the x plus 2 to the top. So we've got 4 multiplied by 2 plus x to the -1. We need to factor out this 2. So therefore we get 4 times 2 lots of 1 plus x over 2, all raised to the -1. And then we need to multiply out this -1. And then we can tidy this up by multiplying the half by the 4. So we just need to apply the expansion to this part. We know our n term is -1 and our x term is x over 2. So we'll have our constant plus nx and then the x squared term. We'll tidy up each of these terms. So we'll get 1 minus x over 2. This positive 2 will cancel with this division of 2, and we'll get x squared over 4 here. So then we'll just expand out this 2, and we'll get the 2 minus the x plus the x squared over 2. So now if we substitute our expansion for a purple fraction into here, and the expansion for our green fraction into here, and you can see this x term will cancel with a negative x. And we can add up our constants, get 5, and then the x squared plus the x squared of 2 will give us 3x squared over 2. So this is the expansion of this fraction here, up to the x squared term. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you want more practice on this, you can download the worksheet and view the online lesson from my website. I'll leave a link below.